It's time for week 2. We're gonna kick off FACEIT League in earnest here this week, as in we're gonna have Master Division kicking off tomorrow. And I've got a full week of action ready for you. I'll actually have my full schedule coming out later today for the week. Got Moths taking on OGRealm here for your matchup today. And, I mean, 2 newer teams. These are 2 teams that I don't have a whole lot of experience with. We did see Moths in the Master qualifiers, and they look pretty good. I mean, they didn't end up not qualifying. I mean, as you can see here, and obviously they find themselves in Expert Division to start things off. But that was my first taste of this squad. Maybe in the Pytel game. I think that's exactly what it was. I think it was their very first match against Pytel. I mean, Groka in that squad. They've struggled a little bit here out of the gate. They're 0-2 here to start off the season. So had a rough week 1, but still time to turn it around. Looking up at their opponents, OGRealm are coming in 1-1. And then, oh, hey, they're already in the mains. Let's go. Oh, hey, this is new. This is new. They've revamped this. But you can now see what's being picked. This is a good change. It was before. Okay, so Samoa's been banned out, right? Are we gonna get a highlight for what map is picked? Oh, okay. Lijiang Tower, we're going into a hero ban. This does mean that players now know what map they're going to. There we go. Before they do rosters, which before you didn't know. Okay. Looks like our sides are correct. Let's take a look at our map pool for the day. Kicking things off on Lijiang Tower with Blizzard World Esperanca, Cerveza Dorada. Ah, nice little map pool. Nice little map pool. We are still seeing repeat bans. So that is still a thing. And we are still seeing 2 heroes of the same type banned out in the same map. So Diva and Wrecking Ball and Hazard. We're seeing tanks banned out. Ana and Curie, right? Thank you, copyright-free music, but it's time to get into week 2. Show me some Overwatch. I said, show me some Overwatch. All right, we're getting in the thick of it. We're kicking the rust off. We got a full week of action starting now. I don't trust anything that we're being shown out of the gate.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. So we are getting the Torb out here from Moths. As they're going to go into the Orisa formation with the Lucio Juno. Keeping the Sojourn. We have seen the Sojourn crept back in after a short stint of no-hit scan there on Friday and kind of the early stages of this meta where we were seeing the Sim Torb. The Torb did kind of stick around, though. The Torb seemed to have some legs through the rest of the weekend. Topsec in a bit of trouble on the outside, and Moths here with a promising opening. As they're in prime position to take this first fight. So far, so good, with 2 kills already on the board. Early Suzu used. Noxu able to sneak back inside. There is still a far. After Hours is still threatening on this outside, and ZLS, excuse me. Yeah, had 1 health. There's Zoe with the kill. ZLS gets topped up. Moss get control at this point. Stabilize here, prepare for the second fight. That just leading the server in ult charge right now. It's 70+%. Rocking the NYXL skin. I love it, actually. This looks good. This looks good. I mean, I use the Soul skin. And this looks pretty good. Oh, that's an aggressive push from Topsec. Using that bubble early leaves you quite vulnerable. Need to find a kill now. Otherwise, Topsec's going to go back to spawn. Noxu low around the outside. Oh, the slide just caught the corner. Feels bad. I've been there, Noxu. I've been there. You're like, oh, I got to get out. And then you just catch the corner of the geometry and get stuck. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. 41% and counting here from us. We are going to start getting some ults coming up online here for OGRealm. Looking at this Kitsune rush to kick things off. It's a dangerous rotation as they're just trying to run through. Oh no, what a play! The Terra Surge into the boop. Jazzy only gets 2 out of that. Somehow the rest are able to kind of scramble around. Yeah, the Far and the Lucio eventually brought down. That was immaculate. What a play. What a play. That's the kind of play that makes me want to do like a top 5 plays of the week just to highlight that kind of a play. All right, we're going to get this fast rotation once again. Moths are not in a position to intercept this time. They're going to have to just circle back through Main Street. We do get that Kitsune rush onto the point. Orbital Ray out. Sound Barrier in response. After Hours drops the barrage from outside and is able to pick up 2 despite that Orbital Ray in from Moths. I believe we're down to a 3v3 here as things have gotten a little messy. Zoe finds Fabe. Jazzy's going to drop a Sound Barrier, and Zoe picks up another one on the outside. 99%. Don't hate it. It's a 100-0 here for Moss to kick things off. That was such a cool play. That was such a cool play. I wonder if that was practice, like that was a set play, you know, like they saw them rotating that way and they're like, all right, let's run, play, Charlie Delta, go. Or if it was just an off the cuff, like, hey, I've got Terror Surge. Hey, this looks like a good opportunity to come boop. And Jazzy just right at the moment. I don't know. Either way, it's still living in my brain. That was spectacular. And Moss, the 0-2 squad coming in here, have the early advantage on Lijiang. We did get the top 6 moving on over to the Joker Queen. An early shot inside is able to help take control of the Tea House with After Hours pouring in rockets, picking up 3 here in this second round. For the first time this map, we're going to get OGRealm with some percentage on the board. The Terra Boop. I like that. I like that, Machu. I wish I had said that in the moment. Why did I think of that? That's good. That's good. The Terra Boop. Keep an eye on After Hours up top. Already has Barrage online after that spectacular first fight. Ooh. Not respect ZLS on the Sojourn, though. Will not get a chance to use that ultimate. Rare with a good kill as well. This is going to be a flip here from Moss. Broly, thank you for the follow-up. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate everybody being here on this Monday. Trying to brighten up y'all's week with a little FACEIT lead. Rare has the Kitsune rush. It's going to be a wide rotation here through White Room, through elevators. '85 towards this overclock. It's Topsy just gets wrecked. Topsy moves in and just cuts through too. Ooh, what a bold maneuver, but the Kitsune rush response is good. Topsy still able to stay alive through it all. Unfortunately, the same can't be said for their teammates. As Fable gets brought down, Spear lands in and knocks you in the backline. They slide away, get the kill on the ZLS. Rotate around, start putting shots back in on Adactus. Oh, but Zoe finds them from the outside. The flank cleaned off. Ooh, After Hours sneaks in a kill there. Okay, the flank wasn't totally cleaned off. I did not see the barrage come out through all of that. It did somewhere in there. Some barrier advantage to Fable and OGRealm, but they've slowed their roll here. I think we're just waiting for everybody to catch up. Here comes the push. Gonna open with a Rampage or a Sound Barrier. There's options. ZLS throws in the overclock here from the back line off the bridge. That does get the Sound Barrier out of Fab. So far, so good. Both teams still 5 strong. Toxic peeking around this left-hand corner, looking for an opening. Likes what they see. Only gets Jazzy with the Rampage, and Jazzy has the sound barrier to respond. Trying to chase down Zoe in the backline. Zoe throws up the Molten Core to pick up, too. Oh, no. Turns around. Picks After Hours out of the sky. Finishes off Toxic. Zoe gets 4. Moths get the map and a 1-0 lead. Yes, Broly, FACEIT League is where you can come in and anybody can sign up, start at the bottom of the pyramid in open division, fight your way up through advanced, and then on to expert division, which is what we're watching here. Expert division feeds to master, master feeds to OWCS. So this is, yes, it's like where you can go and grind your way. Anybody can play through and fight your way to the top and try to fight your way into OWCS. So if that top tier that you see on the Overwatch Esports channel, you know, kind of in the scene, it would be known as Tier 1. As you move down, you know, Master Division would be known as Tier 2. Expert Division is Tier 3. All right, some quick look at stats. These teams are not going to give us much time to look at stats as they are already hopping into Map 2. I'll leave that up for you for a moment as I go put points on the board and take care of some stuff behind the scenes. What stands out? What stands out to y'all on these stats? Seeing Zoe at 20-2. Ramosu is Zoe. I've interviewed her before, actually. Very kind gamer. Awesome gamer. Do we see the Torbjorn again? That's the question. Okay, thank you, copyright-free music, but we got Blizzard World loaded in the background. We don't need you anymore. So, Blizzard World here for Map 2. Just a reminder, it was a Numbani ban here on Hybrid. We have Ana banned out by Moths. Let me go get that in for you. Kiriko, banned out by OGRealm. All right, let's get into Map 2. What's cool about this, Broly, is you can see kind of the developing talent, the up-and-comers. A lot of fun. And it's a very tight community, so you end up with, you know, like a lot of the coaches and players will end up in this chat, kind of rooting each other on and kind of seeing what's happening. So you get some cool insight that way, and very tight community. Ooh, we are gonna get the teleport strats, as it's the Sigma alongside the Sim Torb. And yeah, Sigma also became surprisingly prevalent over this past weekend for OWCS. Wrecking Ball on the other side. After Hours sticking with this Pharah. So, not knowing much about After Hours, you know, now we've got 2 in a row. 2 is something, I forget the exact wording, but it takes 3 for a pattern. Was it 2 is a coincidence, 3 is a pattern? After Hours trying to bring this back. There's no tank left here for this defense of OGRealm. ZLS on the Symmetra is keeping After Hours at bay along that outside. After Hours is going to loop around. Ooh, take some more damage from the other side. I mean, it's just both flanks are covered. Zoe will eventually drop, and Dactus is low here. The shield to protect against the pile drive. Stops it, tries to hang on. We already have 81% picked up, so that's 2 ticks of permanent progress here for Moths. They just need to get that last third of the pie. That was a good boot from Jazzy, prevented the damage from that pile drive. After Hours has returned here from the backline. Shiloh Howe, thank you for the follow. SLZ might go. Oh, it's SLZ? There you go. See, good to know. Good to know. It's like another Olegas moment. Toxic with mines. Ooh, I thought that might have been a good opportunity to block that corner, but they opt to not drop it in. After Hours throws in the barrage instead. Ends up being a 3-2 trade favoring this defense, but they have no more DPS. Like Offie says, who needs DPS? We'll get it done on our own right. Let's go. Offie finds Rare, and the defense holds. A little under 2 minutes remaining. We have had Daxus swapping over to a Diva. SLZ goes into the Tracer. How's it pronounced, Shiloh? If it's SLZ, is it supposed to just be set out like 3 consonants, or is it like sales or slez or something? Hey, let me know. Sound barrier in from Jazzy. We have an orbital ray available here if they need it. SLZ trying to take advantage of the extra damage coming out from this orbital. See if they can get up to this high ground. Noxie drops down low with the sound barrier at their back. Looking for SLZ on the outside. After Hours picks it up on this Ash swap. So, not a far one trick, so it stands. Actually, he's got some chops on this Ash as well. That's a 3-piece there for After Hours in this fight. Less than a minute to go. And yes, because of competitive integrity, we are on a 2-minute delay. So forgive me if it takes 2 minutes for me to answer your questions or things of that nature. So, the live game is 2 minutes ahead of what you're seeing to preserve integrity as much as possible. Nice little one clip there out of SLC. Oop, not going to land the pulse. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Fab comes flying by so fast. Top 6 able to fight Zoe out of the back line, though. Not ideal here from Moths. And what is their final attempt to take this point A? Toxic in a 2v1 on the point while SLZ moves forward to help find Noxu alongside Dactus. And this is looking pretty good here from Moths. It took them all 4 minutes, but they will get the point A picked up and the point on the board. Yes, there are academy teams. Like Maddie's saying, they're not as prevalent as they used to be, and they're not really any of the major orgs don't have academy teams as of right now. It's a little bit more of the grassroots orgs that have academy teams. You know, where we used to have like an Envy Academy team and a NRG Academy team and all that stuff. Fusion Academy. But not so much anymore. I don't actually know. Did we ever get an NRG Academy? I know we had Fusion Academy, Gladiators. Anyway. Defense holding here on the back of top 6 mines. After our has a Bob if they need to throw it in. Yeah, there's a couple other smaller orgs that have academy teams for sure. They're also a little bit more prevalent in like Korea as well. So a lot of the Korean orgs still work with academy teams and build from within. Jinji probably is another one of those, is now playing in EMEA. But I believe Jinji has academy teams still. Bucko wait here for Moss to get something done. This defense just stalwart here in the point A archway. Not allowing any entrance. Apparently Moths are not tall enough to ride the big rides here at Blizzard World. They have been dono walled out of point B. Dactus looking to go take the high ground away. Good damage. Yeah, that'll get the kill into After Hours. Prevent this Bob from coming out. Ooh, the fly down almost takes Uffy down. SLZ there to follow it up. And this has been a textbook attack here out of Moss. Now, with Zoe going down, not ideal. Once again, the Genji been the focus here of this defense, but it's just top 6 left. There comes that Bob out of After Hours, speaking of, and Rare gets caught. The Bob on point. Yeah, the Bob is holding down on point alongside Toxic. What an angle. Able to immediately find the sustain, find the Juno in this composition. And a good hold. Coming out here from OGRealm. Zoe trying to bring it back. Not going to get it done there. The orbital still stronghold. Despite a couple of nerfs, orbital rays still powerful, especially when duoed with some mines, a rally. An impossible task to break down this wall.
Score 0-1.
so true, Maddie. Very easy to be a Lebda fan. Very easy to be a Lebda fan.
Ready for battle.
Yeah, see, I always thought O2 was their own thing. Because they have O2 Academy. I could be wrong on that. Orisa defense here. Coming out from Moths.
4, 3, 2.
Running the Brig Juno alongside this Orisa comp and sticking with the very diving DPS. So we'll see how this high mobile defensive DPS engage. See how it develops. See if they're able to find, purchase onto After Hours is probably your target here. You're running double hit scan with Noxu on the Sojourn and After Hours here on the Ash. So an interesting clash of styles as far as our DPS are concerned. Zoe trying to get in underneath. You can't let Noxu and After Hours just set up. If they're able to just set up here and put bullets down range, they're eventually going to come up with some kills. Zoe trying to keep some pressure in from the outside, but After Hours is there. And what was it? Looked to be a very close duel. After Hours with 1 health left is eventually finished off. Turns into a pretty chaotic first fight here on point A. Our Junos dancing around each other. Dactus decides there will be no honorable duel here. Moss fended off the first fight, albeit it's a little messy. A little messy. Zoe has returned. We're back 5 strong. Watch for Toxic with a pile drive and After Hours to follow it up with a headshot. Ooh, the boop! Oh, Toxic, that was close. That was close. Toxic was holding their breath there for a moment. Big corner fight over the stairwell here. Nice spear lands out of Dactus. Dactus is just going to throw in the Terra Surge. Yeah, that'll immediately find Fable. Turns around and gets Noxu as well. And a tiny room with a Terra Surge is not where you want to be. Well played, well executed. Peek check. Is this Owl? Yes. I am the sole necromancer of Overwatch League. I've revived it. And I alone control its fate. Oops, ZLS not even lay on the pulse there. We do have a orbital ray coming in from the other side. ZLS is eventually fine After Hours here. So, After Hours not able to set up on this one. Noxu still with a pretty aggressive positioning here. Leading the formation for OGRealm at the moment. Got one shot down on his Zoe, but looks like the heals are in. Toxic moves up to the top side. Does not take that duel with SLZ. Like to cut off the retreat here with these mines. Give Noxu some room to work. Noxu's going to find Rare right out of the gate. Did the orbital ray even make it down? The rally is in. Zoe finds 2 immediately with the blade. I believe Rare's ult got canceled, but Zoe's able to swing it right back around. After Hours half health. Easy dash through. And this defense holds despite losing a very important ultimate through all that. Was signed to be the Shock Academy team in 2022. Gotcha. I mean, that's 2021 is when is like when it was O2 Blast dominance. Wasn't it? Wasn't that the proper year? That's when like O2 Blast was better than half the Owl teams. Was 2021. 2022 is Anaheim. Point picked up here once again, right? Oh, that's a wall. Sorry, y'all. Right at the overtime. So comparable defensive hold here out of Moths. And only 2 minutes and 30 to work with. Ooh, good trade. Good trade out of After Hours before they go down. Daxus is able to fight off, though. So this should be the defense able to kind of set up on this high ground, stabilize here a little bit. Ooh. Noxu trying to take the Genji duel. Zoe has, I know Zoe has a lot of experience on Genji. Like thousands and thousands of hours on Genji. It was one of those prolific Genji players come out of console, actually. Made quite a name for herself since. Not an easy duel. Not an easy duel for Noxu to take. That's what I'm trying to say. You can see Zoe now up there challenging After Hours. He's gone back into that comfort pick of the Pharah. So, coming off the Ashe. Besides, we need a little high ground here. Not a whole lot of, you know, hit scan on the other side to deal with it. It's really up to kind of Zoe, maybe Rare Dactus. Let's see if he's able to get it done. SLZ tries to just circumvent it, and After Hours isn't having none of that. Will not be ignored. You will look at After Hours. You will think about After Hours, or you will be killed by After Hours. Good read here to fight some staggers onto the supports. This could be disastrous for Moths here in map 2. If they were able to make it out, there might have been a chance for a recontest. That's a dirty stagger. This card's going to get dangerously close. Dueling blades on the point. I touted Zoe's Genji, but Fab's able to shut it down. Well-timed rally on the point. But with losing a few players, Fab is not confident enough to be able to push forward this. I don't think there's any DPS. It was just the two supports of the Wrecking Ball. Yeah, both DPS got taken out through that. 15 seconds to go. One final fight for map 2. Sorry, I was meaning earlier. Yeah, no, this is FACEIT League. Maddie is correct. I apologize. Well, for some reason, I was thinking that you were more part of the T3 seed and that you were also memeing, so I also responded in meme. But a great hold here out of Moths as they stop this cart shy on the final fight, put themselves on match point. Now I feel bad. Now I feel bad. I'm sorry. All right, let's take a look at some stats there for map number 2. Get some more background music back on. That was a close one. Comes down to the very last fight. Take a look at the tank matchup. Toxic only dying 3 times there on the Wrecking Ball. But Dactus comes up with 14k damage, leading the server. Really nice play out of After Hours. That's After Hours' aka track. I mean, 13k. I mean, leading their team in damage there. All right, let's get ready for map number 3. We're headed into Esperanca, so as we were talking about earlier, there's only 2 maps in the pool for push because they removed Clash, and Clash was eventually part of map was originally part of map 3. They didn't replace it with anything, so there's just 2 maps to choose from. So no ban here. This is Moth's map pick heading into push. We're going to get the Wrecking Ball Symmetra ban just like we saw on map 1. I assume Moths banned Ball. Yes. So same teams banned out the heroes. We got a major sound clash going on here. Nope, that's the same song. The song just has a lot going on. I was like, what is happening? Oh, we're actually going to get a side swap here heading into map 3. Let me go ahead and get that set up for you. All right, what looks like a really good hold out of OGRealm. They're able to hold Moths shy of point B, but they themselves take the full 4 minutes to capture point A. It comes down to that final fight, those final trades. Now OGRealm are going to have to reverse sweep unless they fall 1 and 2 to start off their Season 4 FACEIT League. And they're going to have to do it on a Moths map pick. Good news is, I mean, Track and Toxic look really good. Look really good in this meta. After Hours is also rocking the DreamHack Dallas OWCS icon, which is the same exact thing I use. So, you know, I'm already an After Hours fan. I appreciate that, Maddie. No. I would always rather err on a genuine response, and I appreciate that. No, all skins are open, Broly. They're not really worried about skins. There's kind of there's some unwritten rules, like using the Gridiron Reinhardt skin is considered kind of bad form because it changes the voice line on Earthshatter. And it's just kind of, it makes it just awkward and weird, and it's harder to predict because it's not what you're used to. So things like that are kind of considered bad form, but nothing is actually forbidden. In fact, I rather quite like being able to see the team, see what skins they use and kind of see the personalities of the teams and stuff. All right. Oh, that's one of my favorite things when the song fades out just as the map music starts. Oh. Pigeons? Are there any pigeons on Esperanca? Pigeons? I promised y'all pigeon cam for this week. I promised you some pigeon cam. So we're going to be on a mission to find pigeons here this week, all right? I didn't know that little thing was up there. Did y'all know that bot was up there, fixing the balcony? I didn't know that was there. All right, so we're back into the Wrecking Ball ban. Which, and you can see why. They're with, Toxic having a spectacular Blizzard world on a very good Wrecking Ball map, as a matter of fact. You can see why the Wrecking Ball has been banned out for the rest of the series, unfortunately. Unfortunately for OGRealm. Actually, it's not entirely true. There's a Kiriana ban from map 4, but then back to the Wrecking Ball ban from map 5. We're getting back into the double hit scan look coming out here from OGRealm, but they've put blue onto this Ana. So an interesting Ana Juno backline. This can leave the Ana very vulnerable, but we're not getting any of the dive DPS right now out of Moths. They have back into the Sojourn Torb, so they're a little bit more bunkering. They're gonna go pushing forward though, see if they can focus down Noxu. End up finding Toxic kind of isolated, create a bit of a mismatch there in that courtyard. CLS put some shots out into After Hours, but Dactus is also low. Ends up being a trade, resulting in a 3v2 Oh, Zoe swings it. Zoe has had enough of your 3v2. He's just going to go kill everyone. That's a 3-piece for Zoe at the back of the fight, giving the edge over to Moths. Zoe rocking a contender skin. That kind of ties into both of our conversations. I believe that's a contender's torb. That looks like a contender's torb. That's got to be a contender's torb. After hours with a good shot, but the checkpoint got picked up here, so maybe too little too late here out of OGRealm. Beautiful tracking there on a rare. Well, the Juno kind of can be a bit of a floating target, but still able to pick off the head. Gotta love it, gotta love it. Do I have any interest in coming to watch a quick Academy game at some point? Sure. I mean, like, do I want to get y'all on stream? I mean, yeah, we can make that happen. After Hours, who was the damage leader as far as the DPS go in map 2, taking out first thing. Zoe recognizing that threat immediately focuses down the Ashe, who was playing that wide flank. Also taking the Bob out of this fight as well. It's going to snowball into another good fight win, a flawless fight win as a matter of fact. Here out of Moths, staying 5 strong. Lunar, what's up, my friend? I appreciate you being here. Zoe was feeling a little sleepy, had to go take a nap. That was a long-distance spear that landed on Noxu there. You kind of heard the backless side. The coach gun Bob up into the wall. I don't know if that's quite where they want to put it. Ends up getting forced all the way back. Now, you do buy the whole street using just that Bob, with Moth backing up to the corner. ZLS immediately taken down just as they hit the overclock. No OC here, but Zoe responds with a Molten Core as well as a kill. God, everybody I go to is in trouble. With an orbital ray at their back, OGRealm finish off that fight. Get their first convincing fight win here of the map. They should be able to get positioned on this high ground. Yeah, Noxu has the OC in the pocket still. This overclock could be nasty. Ooh, it's an interesting approach. You got a 2-3 approach coming out here from Moths. So, I mean, just serendipitously, 3 of them got the back spawn. Topsec moves up to take the high ground. We're going to get Moths rotating back around down low. Nano Boost and the overclock popped here from Noxu. I'll eventually find their pod. They're eventually going to find ZLS. Now they're going to turn around, put some shots down. Oh, but can't find enough damage on to Dactus. Dactus wins out in the duel against Topsec with a little help from Rare. Zoe's run away with the bot in the back line. Oh, and a clean little deflect kill to finish off Noxu. Terrasur is the only ultimate available here, and it's in Dactus' pocket. Quick disengage, perhaps trying to draw in. Yeah, Zoe was kind of setting up for a flank there. I think it was trying to draw him into a kill box, but After Hours wanted that window for themselves. Lands the dynamite, lands the headshot. Now turning on to SLZ. Oh, yeah. That one. Easy pickings. Dactus drops that one ultimate that was coming into this fight. Fights 3 with it immediately. Wait, what a swing from Dactus. With both DPS down, Dactus goes ahead and invests the Terror Surge and wins it out. Hero play out of the Arisa. Now we're looking at an orbital ray available here from Moss to finish off this point. Zoe in trouble. Good nade there to finish him off. Make sure he couldn't heal him up there at the very end. Topsec trying to take advantage of the purple that also landed on Dactus as well. Dactus is low, but Rare eventually going to throw in this overclock. And Dactus is able to win it out. Bionade lands. Dactus is purple, as is Jazzy, but there's just not enough players left. And now Moths have all the tools they need to finish off this map. After Hours coming out with the Bob. Sound Barrier now online. Zoe with the Blade. This combo could just be the end of the series. Backing up to the corner. Moths patiently holding down this spot. Still plenty of time left on this clock. Bob interrupted there by the fortify Adactus. I'm just going to push Bob back so they can keep this back area safe. Watch for ZLS. Had the overclock through that. And Zoe sitting up on the flank. There's the bait. There comes Zoe dropping in. Katana unsheathed. Nano thrown down. And Blue lands the sleep. What a defense out of Blue. Nano's the perfect target. Sleeps the Genji. Noxie drops the overclock in return. Kitsune rush out from Offie. They're going to fall, but Toxic able to find a kill on Didactus. So OGRealm should be able to fight their way out of this with this Kitsune rush. They're in a pretty deep deficit as far as meterage is concerned. Maddie. I mean, it makes sense to me. That tracks. Hey, a World Cup Orisa skin. Also clean looking. I like it. Dactus has had some pretty spectacular Terra Surges here today. Already had a fight winner in a 3v5 earlier this map. With some low health bars, orbital ray tossed in. Dactus is going to use that. Just go charging forward. All W mouse one all the time. No Terra Surge needed. Gotta watch the Bull Skunk, watch the others play the game. It's Watchception. That should just be the name of this stream. You can see After Hours working to that flank on the right-hand side. Ooh. Oh, Zoe's dash clipped that corner. Zoe was trying to dash down the stairwell, I believe, and clip the corner. Ooh, gets the hedge on it. The Cheerios land. I guess it was actually SLZ that put that one in. Offie comes up with another kill, though. Offie is fed up. Has themselves a great fight. Lunar. Hey, I've already had Super Shy on once this season, and we're only in rank 2. Everybody getting the close spawn here from Moths this time, but early pick. Moxie's able to wipe that one up. Woo. A little bit of a dodge duel there with SLZ. Slides back up to the high ground. Lands the rail. Has a very low rare. A little jab will finish off the Juno. And then OGRealm put together a good fight. After Hours finds some revenge for the fallen Noxu. And this is going to be dangerously close to a checkpoint. That actually could just be the checkpoint. We'll see if Zoe wants to contest. Is within range too, but doesn't have reinforcements. So, there you go. Checkpoint picked up. Noxu will get... Ooh, Noxu did not get close spawn. Okay, Noxu did switch spots. Just had to wait for the checkpoint to happen and then did the swap spawn. So back to the high ground. 5 strong. OGRealm have to win this fight if they want to keep this series alive. And they're going to have to do it without Noxu. Where did SLZ come from? Oh, the crossfire is too good. Toxic's going to go in and throw in the Terra Surge. See if they can finish off. No, not a chance. Rare barely even took any damage. I think he was able to just skirt out of the way of that. After Hours picks up until London's SLZ. Finds Zoe with the Deadeye. Okay, OGRealm not quite done here. Dactus will respond with their Terra Surge. Trying to use a speed ring just to disengage from this. The bot's running away, though. Nobody can get to the bot. Nobody can get to the bot. GG's in chat. Moths find their first win of the season. Good showing. Good showing there for Boss. Let's take a look at some stats there from map 3. SLZ leading. Oh, I mean, leading the team in damage. But you know what? After Hours actually leading the server in damage. After Hours had a great series, aka Track down there. Had a great series. God, and looking at the stats from map 2, I mean, that kind of felt like it should have gone OGRealm's way, right? Like, that was, God, that was close. God, that was close. Okay, there we go. Congratulations to Moths. You get your first win of the season. And get it done in 3. I mean, it wasn't the most convincing 3-0 I've ever seen. I mean, you're looking at deaths here. I mean, only a couple more here for OGRealm, right? It felt so close. It doesn't feel like overly convincing. It feels very tight. You're looking at elims down the board. Looking very similar. OGRealm. Hey, there's some definite bright spots. This is my first exposure to OGRealm. And, I mean, you know what? This squad has definitely got some punching power. You know, we got Lebda Jr. there, a.k.a. After Hours, a.k.a. Track. Really impressive. Looked really impressive all series. Yeah, stealing the ball was so smart. That was so smart in the moment. So smart.